Hey, it's Jang here from UltimateRC.com with a look at the JConcepts Hi-Flow short course body. This is designed to fit most of the standard 1/10 scale short course trucks that are out on the market, both two-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. It does have multiple mounting dimples for where your body mounts will go to correspond to different trucks. And now, I know a lot of folks immediately are going to say, or actually already have said, oh, they copied Proline and Proline's highly aerodynamic body with all the cutouts for parachuting. Well, that's just simply false. JConcepts has been doing bodies with cutouts for aerodynamics and to reduce parachuting for quite some time. This is not a copy. This is their own design, just pushing the envelope for how much can be taken out of a body. You can see that there are a lot of vents on this thing, and they are Roar legal cutouts. This is the exact same body that Ryan Mayfield used, that you've seen my video of his win of the 2011 championships. Like I said, it's literally the exact same body, and all of the cutouts are Roar approved because Roar has a rule that anything that's built into the body that's marked to be a vent hole can be cut out, as well as the windows, the side and the front windows. And you can see this thing just has holes all over it. I've taken out every single one that is designed to be removed, and I've not cut out anything additional, so this is just as it is designed. They do have a little bit of extra support that they've molded in around these cutouts on the back. There's actually some depth in here. It's not just flat Lexan. That's helping to give it a little bit of structural support where you've really removed a lot by taking off a lot of material. However, this is a fairly lightweight body. The Lexan is not super thick, so this is definitely more of a racing body as opposed to a basher body. They also include a little note just reminding you that the more you cut out from a body, obviously the less strength you're going to have. So if you do want to run this body, but you do want it to be a little bit stronger for a little bit longer, little more durability and longer lifetime, you can just not cut out quite everything, like perhaps leave these guys in, leave this in. You can cut these trays a little bit less deep. The original lower point is actually down, recessed in a bit. You can leave more of the edges around it. Now, there are a couple little things about this body that are kind of sneaky that are actually going to help to improve its performance, which you might not notice beyond just all of the cutouts. First of all, if you look at it from the top, you can see that the bed, or the bed cover area, ends kind of short. It ends much farther forward than you would normally see on bodies, on other bodies and bodies from other companies. They've moved this up quite a lot, and that's just a lot more area that's been removed that's not going to catch air. And it's equally important to shorten as it is to vent and reduce the height of things to prevent just capturing air as these large bodies come down from jumps. Another thing is that these wheel wells, the fenders are cut out really wide and long. So there's actually a lot of air escape that can occur through here. This is much longer than on most stock bodies and also the Proline bodies that I've run previously. The fronts aren't quite as dramatic as how far they're cut out, because these bodies do tend to be cut fairly aggressively as it is, where you've got a little bit of caster angle, so your front tires are moving forward and back as they go through the suspension range of motion. Let me go ahead and shut up and put this onto a vehicle, take it out to a track, and see how it actually performs.
Less than 10 seconds to go. It's now or never for Kibo. Can Mayfield hold them up for the national championship? 5 seconds to go. One more jump section. Now or never for Kibo. Into the cut. Time is expired. Finish the lap. The two-wheel drive pod national champion for Roar.
All right, you caught me. That wasn't me. That was Ryan Mayfield winning the 2011 championship with his SC10. Me driving around my Traxxas two-wheel drive Slash while filming it, not so impressive. But I'll give you my thoughts on the body regardless. To be honest, compared to other bodies that I've run with cutouts on them, whether they were designed to have cutouts or not, I couldn't really feel the aerodynamic difference with the JConcepts Hi-Flow. I just couldn't. What I could notice though was the difference in weight. Like I said earlier, this is a very lightweight body, and I definitely got less body roll and less dig in turns, especially under braking, when running this body. You can definitely feel the difference in weight, and that does change the handling characteristics. But that's really all I got out of my first run with this body, and that's kind of boring. So I decided to spice it up a little bit and delve into a specific comparison that I know a lot of folks want to see. Of course, I'm talking about JConcepts Hi-Flow versus Pro-Line Flo-Tek. You know how I said the Hi-Flow is lighter? It's not just my imagination. Painted exactly the same with the same technique, the same amount of paint, same design, it's an ounce lighter. That's very significant for weight that's sitting way, way, way above the center of gravity. Now here's the Proline Flo-Tek body in action on that same truck the same evening. No other changes, just the body. Yes, it's a different camera angle, and I'm sorry about that. But if you look closely, you'll notice that there is definitely more body and chassis roll. The front outside tire is being dug in a lot more in turns, especially off power and under braking. It drives like a heavier truck. I personally actually prefer this feel. I like to have a lot of weight transfer in the front through the suspension. Folks who are better drivers will probably prefer to have more weight transfer just through the roll centers. What about aerodynamics? I took the truck over this one jump again and again and again with different amounts of throttle on the takeoff and different throttle inputs in the air to get a feel for it. I did it with the JConcepts Hi-Flow and repeated it with the Pro-Line Flo-Tek. There was a difference. The Flo-Tek tends to level itself out in flight more automatically. It doesn't require it to let off throttle quite so quickly. It doesn't require as much braking in the air. Of course, it has nothing to do with weight because all objects fall at the same rate regardless of weight, but it has a lot to do with the shape of the bed, the length of the bed, and where the vents are in the bed. There's just more aerodynamic pressure in the rear of the Flo-Tek body relative to its front. Aerodynamically, it's also a little bit better balanced front to rear against parachuting because it has more cutouts in the front than the JConcepts body does. So which one's better? Well, objectively, scientifically speaking, the JConcepts one should be better if you're a good enough driver because it is lighter, and that makes a big difference. It just has to be driven a little bit differently, and you have to tune your suspension to it. So I hope that was more interesting to you than just watching me drive one vehicle around a track for a bunch of laps. Ultimately, the JConcepts Hi-Flow body that this video is really supposed to be about is a good body. It's well thought out, it's well designed, it's very sleek, lots and lots of cutouts, it's roar legal, and it's very lightweight for serious racers. So thanks for watching, hope to see you in the next video, and I hope to see you on the friendly forums at ultimaterc.com. Bye for now.